afternoon, ladies. I hope that this finds everybody doing well, staying in shape as much as you can. I'm going to go ahead and start. We'll take our plie exercise today, starting off at the bar. Preparation, we'll open 5, 6, and we return 5th en bas. So just a little bit about this position of the arm. I know earlier in the year I addressed the fact that we don't want to overcross our arm, and we also don't want to grab our crotch with our hands, and that our hand should be just an inch or so away from the front of your thigh. It should be as long as you can get your arm without it being fully straight with a locked elbow. So be careful that you don't start to close it up and shorten your arm in that position, but keep length, feel weight in the hand, in the palm of the hand, as if you were holding something heavy to help keep that arm nice and lengthened. So we have demi-plie opening to demi-second with the port-de-bras, and stretch 2, again demi-plie 3, and stretch 4, grand plie 5, 6. So this is just off of your knee in that allongé position. Coming up 7 and 8. We're going to stretch into the bar in first position. And 2 and 3. Open at 4. Rising 5. Let go balance 6. And lower the heel 7. Tendu. Notice the arm opens to second as you tendu to change positions. As you lower the heel, the arm lowers to that 5th en bas again. Second position, demi and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't adjust your feet. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stretching away from the bar. And 2. And collect in the center in first position. 3. Open 4. Rise 5, balancing 6, and lower softly. Tendu. Lower and place in 4th. 4th and 2. And 3 and 4. Grand plie 6 and 7 and 8. We stretch over to the front. And 2 and 3 and 4. Arm's going to stay in 5th. Rise 5. Take the hand off of your bar. To first position, hold 6. Lower the heels softly. Tendu, close 5th. And in 5th, and 2, and 3, and 4. Grand plie 6 and 7, 8. We're going to take the arm all the way down to go up and arch back. 3 and 4. And rising, cross. And we'll take our hand off and balance and hold. Just for a moment. Turn around, tendu to first, and it goes right away into the second side. So after you have your stretch, your arch back in 5th position, rise, cross, let go, and turn, tendu first, and be ready to start right away on the second side. All right, so our porte bras, using our head and our eyes to follow our porte bras throughout the exercise. Everything is a presentation, is how we should think of that. So getting ready in first position. Over to the front. And 2, 4. Shoulders down. Not often that we get to do ballet to Drake. We'll take our first tendu straight away from 5th position. Preparation, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now notice where my head and focus are. When you're at the bar, ladies, the head is part of what you're doing. So during all of these classes, relaxes, I want you to start trying to think about that the head and the eyes, the focus overall, are a part of what you're practicing. And that starts at the bar with the exercises we take at the bar, and then we carry it with us into the center exercises. So, preparation, 5, 6, I'm already using my head and my eyes. 7, focus is out. Looking out over past your hand. So we have tendu to the front, 1 and hold 2. Roll down with the heel pushing forward, 3. Peel it off and point 4. Rolling down again to plie, releve, plie, tendu, close. Second, hold 2, roll down 3, peel it off 4, plie, releve, plie, tendu, close. To the back. Now in the back, there's a slight tilt of the head forward, the top of the head, but you're still looking out, away, into the palm of your hand. So we have tendu 1 and hold 2, roll down 3, peel it off 4, plie, releve, plie, tendu, close. Changing legs, tendu with plie, closing up in 5th on demi-point. Release the outside leg to 2nd, and close 5th, and back leg, close 5th, soutenu, plie and stretch, other side, 1, hold 2, roll down 3, peel it off 4, plie, releve, plie, tendu, close. Same thing to 2nd, 1, hold 2. Remember, you're pushing down into the floor to release the leg to the tendu. 1, hold 2, rolling down 3, peeling the foot off 4, plie, releve, plie, tendu, close. And back, hold 2, roll down 3, peel it off 4, plie, releve, plie, tendu, close, changing legs, and up, and 3, and 4. Heel forward as you release the tendu into the plie, up 6, turning back to the first side, opening, again the focus is out, and stretch and finish. So, as a basic rule, when you're working at the bar, the only time that you're really looking straight forward is going to be when you're working in 2nd position. If you're working with the leg out to the front, then the focus and the eyes should be out and away from the bar, with maybe a slight tilt of the head and the top of the head back. And when the leg is in the back, then the focus is again out and away from the bar, with a very subtle, slight tilt of the head, top of the head forward. So it's from here, and we move closer, don't want to cut my head off. Here, out to the front, or here, out when you're working to the back. Center when you're working in 2nd position. But aside from that, try not to get stuck with your head in one place all the way through an exercise. So this is an opportunity to start thinking about how you use your head and your focus in your dancing. So get ready and let's take 5th position with your right foot in front. exercise aren't terribly complicated. We don't have really weight exchange and exchanging front and back legs and things like that, but it does have the use of the head and the focus, which we want to work on the coordination of those two, the top half and the bottom half of the body working in coordination with each other. So, from fifth position, we prepare 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice my head again prepares and I'm looking out and away from the bar. For 4 dégagés to the front. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Brush front, brush back, the head changes. The tilt, it tilts forward. Brush front, close fit. The head changes to look straight forward as we take dégagé to second. Close back and front and back and front. You have piqué with a rond de jambe to each position, front, side, back. Piqué, head is out, head is forward, head is out, tilted. Piqué, close back. Start from the back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back and front and back. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4, piqué back, side, front. Repeat, but now we have with a full porte-bras. Hands are the same. Front, back, front. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and front, side, back, close. Back, 2 and 3 and 4 and back, front, back. Side, 2, 3, 4, back, side, front. Notice my arm goes directly from second to fifth. Close, turn, other side. So, again, legs are not super complicated because we're working on the coordination of the head and the upper body working with the lower body. So let's again just review. Head is out and away for the 4 dégagés front. It's there as you release the leg, brush front. It changes, tilts forward, brush back, changes back, tilting back, close fit. Looking straight forward for the 4 dégagés in second, and then out, tilting back, slide forward, and out, tilting forward, close back, reverse. Back in 2 and 3 and 4, and back, front, back, and forward, 2 and 3 and 4, and back, inside, and front. And then it stays and does the same thing. We just add porte-bras. And when we add the full porte-bras, ladies, really try to coordinate the arm and the leg, finishing each place together. It stays here for the 4 dégagés, but then front, back, front, right? The leg and the arm should arrive at the same time. Okay, so get ready. Back it up and watch it again if you need to review anything, which is always a good idea. It's the same thing as asking questions in class, right? If you don't know something or aren't sure about something, then you ask to get clarification, or in this scenario, you back the video up and see if you can get a better understanding by watching the demonstration again. Here we go. Right foot in front. we should try a second time. So I will back it up and we'll get a second opportunity to try that. I know I had my own issues on the second side, which was the right side for me. So maybe start on your second side, the left side, and we'll take this one more time. Getting ready, fifth position. Ladies, we're going to take a développé exercise. Continuing to think about the head and our focus. Preparation 5, 6, 7, and 8. Peeling the foot off on 1 and 2. Stretching it out. The head is out and away from the bar. 3 and 4. Letting go 5, hold 6, very stretched standing leg, 7, and undo, close 8. And 1, 2, stretching it out to second, 3, 4, let go 5, and 6, and 7, undo, close back 8. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and just taking your hand off the bar, 5, 6, 7, stay 8. We brush through to the front, 1, 2, change 3, 4, maintain the height of that leg, ladies, 5, 6, tendu, close 8. Then we just start from the back. 4 counts to développé. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Let go 5, 6, 7. Tendu, close 8. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let go 5, 6, 7. Tendu, close 8. 1, knee side, 2, 3, 4. Let go 5, 6, 7. Stay 8. Brushing through first position, back to arabesque, hold 2, carry 3, 4, to the front 5, 6, tendu, and close and finish. I want you to really think about turnout. As soon as the foot starts to come off of the floor and the heel starts that process by lifting, think of more of like a peel, like you're peeling a piece of tape off the floor. Peel it off, point, passe by 2, stretching it out. Rotate the leg that you're extending, very turned out and rotated. Standing leg, very, very straight knee. And of course, just working the muscles to hold those positions for that 4, well, really like 3 3¾ of a count. It's not a full 4 counts, except for the arabesque or on the reverse to the front. Remember to breathe. I'm going to take it on the other side, so you'll have someone to kind of follow along if you need to. Ready? Right foot in front. 6, 7, 8. Let go. 6, 7, 2. And let go. Stretch and point those toes. 7, 2. Keep lifting the inner thigh. Stay up. Brush front. 2. Carry. Hands back, reverse. 1, 2, 6, turn out and hold, brush back. 2. All right, shake it out a little bit. Let's turn around. Get ready for the other side. And 5th position, preparation. 6. Don't forget about your head and your focus when you're working so hard. Let go. Rotate, turn out. arching back. Think of bringing the heel around. Take an exercise with some releves and petite battement. Petite, we all know, means small. And battement, or the beats, we have grand battement, petite battement. Not really a medium battement necessarily, but we'll take our preparation tendu, the left foot, leg, not the foot, and drag that big side of the big toe all the way in until it connects to your bottom of your calf muscle, knee to the side. And we have 8 releves in this coupe position, and let's plie on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So that's 8 releves. Then you have your petite battement. Slow it first. 1 and back and front and back, front and back and front and back. That's 1 count each. And then as fast as you can go, and beat and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Keeping a very high heel on your demi-point standing leg. Then we transfer on the 1 to plie and releve. Other side, 2 releve, 8 releves. And then we have a 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And be very sure, ladies, that you are coming to the specific exact place for coupe front and coupe back. No overcrossing. Must physically touch your leg. And then we have quick. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And then we come and bring it coupe front. 8 releves. We're here on the 8 after the 8th one, back and front. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and beat 2, 3, 4, knee to the side, always, and 1, and releve, and 2, 8, and then we have our back and front, back, front, back, front, back and front, and quick, 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 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, plie 5th, and stretch. Okay, so really important that you plie between each releve, heel on the floor. So it's not just rise and lower, it's plie, releve. And then keeping the knee braced to the side and being very, very specific about the position of your foot in your coupe in the back and in the front, that it physically touches your leg and does not overcross. Ready from 5th position, right foot in front. 6, stretching out the lower leg, the calf and the Achilles. And then we're going to switch which leg is straight, which leg is bent. So straighten your front knee and bend your back knee. Try to keep your heel on the floor. The back leg's not going to bend as much as the front leg can. All right, and switch legs. Really try to feel the heel on the floor with that back leg. Front knee is bent, back knee is straight. And switch. Front knee is straight, back knee is bent. We'll have some center practice. Reminder to keep thinking about the use of your head and your focus in your dancing. We're going to take an adagio, and really important that the position of the head is there along with the pose of the legs and the arms. So starting in quasi, fifth position. When we start exercises in quasi in the center floor, here's a little reminder. Hopefully it's a reminder. The head is always out, looking out and over the downstage shoulder. So again, we're not just staring straight forward from where our hips are facing, but always acknowledging that there are people out there in the audience watching. So we have our preparation, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're going to take a grand plie, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Undo the back leg. The same arm comes across into first. 5, and then we circle, place into a lunge, right? Lunge, ladies, from some of the videos. Always understand that lunge means one leg is bent and the other knee or leg is straight. Usually, front knee bent, back knee straight. So, whenever you hear lunge, you should automatically know that that's what it's calling for. Right? One knee bent, one knee straight. And as I said, normally we would have a lunge where the front knee is bent and the back knee is straight, but you can also lunge, right, the other way. So after our grand plie, 2 and 3 and 4, 5, and circle back towards that leg, 6 and 7, stretch tendu close 8. We have développé 1 and 2, stretching to quasi devant 3 and 4. Carry the leg and change to écarté devant, 5, 6, and continue to first arabesque 7 and 8. Promenade 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1, and that head changes. So your head as it focuses over the hand in first arabesque, but then as you change to attitude, it comes again, focus out to the audience. 1 and 2, promenade, 3 and 4, just to the opposite corner. 3 and 4, demi-plie, and I'm just going to have to say it because I'm really having a hard time with my left foot and ankle here over the past several weeks. So you arrive at the opposite corner by 4, plie, releve, plie, stretching to arabesque. That's off the floor in the air. Tendu, close fifth, other side. Grand plie, and 2, and 3, and 4. Right leg tendu, right arm comes across. Lunge, and circle around, 5, 6, and 7, tendu, close fifth, 8. 1, and 2. Present, 3, and 4. Changing, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 counts to promenade, one full promenade. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, 3, to the opposite corner, 4. Plie, releve, plie, tendu, close and finish. So adagio can be very challenging because, again, it requires lots of control, but it is essential that we are able to control our bodies, right? But not only just the control, but really knowing where the position of the head is in each of the quasi-devant or écarté devant, first arabesque, attitude, at least in this exercise. So remember, opposite arm to the leg in quasi-devant, changes, looking past or looking right at your elbow for écarté devant, and then continuing to first arabesque. We promenade by lifting and pressing the heel forward, scoot, 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 all the way around. And then we change to the attitude. The head changes as well. Promenade just to the opposite corner. And here is a little idea, ladies. Really, everything that we do on stage is about the person or people in the audience. So that's why it's really important to remember to use your head and your eyes, because that's part of our expression. But in the same token, when you're going around for this attitude promenade, even though you're not going a full promenade, as you start around, you're looking at the audience, then you want to take your head so that you can find the audience again, because I want to see your pretty face, right? So try to think of that when you take the promenade and the attitude. I don't want to show it on the other side. So you're looking at the audience. Hi, Mom. Find the audience. Hello again, Mother. Or Dad, or whoever may be out there that you were performing for. So take your head to find the audience again as you start the promenade on attitude. It just gives a little bit more expressiveness to your dancing. Okay, get ready. Right foot in front, croisé. This would be an excellent homework video to submit to me. So go into this with the knowledge that I would like to see videos from you on with this exercise. Ready. breathe. All right, ladies, we're going to take a tendu here in the center with some pirouette. Still with our focus on our head placement and focus. So we'll start on 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have tendu close first with the right leg, and we're going to change our head right away, just slightly. It's a very subtle looking away from the tendu leg. Tendu close first, tendu close back. Other side, tendu first, tendu back. And then 4 tendus closing back. 6, 7, 8. You're going to plie and releve 4 times, picking up the front foot to that coupe position, and releve 2, and 3, and 4. And make sure again that it's not overcrossing or bouncing up and down your leg. Then we're going to releve to passe, change our arm and our facing of our hips, releve, placing fourth, pirouette en dehors, close back, other side. First and the fifth, and the first and the fifth. And 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Opposite arm to the foot that's off the floor. Those are releves. And then the 5th releve changes your hips to the corner, and your arm changes from here to that écarté derrière. So you're looking in the palm of your hand in second. Place in fourth, en dehors, close back, reverse. Coming forward, so now you're looking towards the tendu. First and the fifth, first and fifth, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still opposite arm to the left. Picking up the back foot now, releve, 2, and 3, and 4. We're going to change our hips just to the downstage left corner. Our arms still change. 5, 6. There's that lunge again. And en dedans pirouette with the arms in first. So up, up, close front. Other side, first and the fifth, first and fifth. 4 coming forward. I'm cutting off my body, part of my body. So 4 coming forward, and 7 and 8. 1, releve 2, releve 3, releve 4. 5, 4th position lunge, 6. And pirouette. Now remember again, you want 2 hips, or 2 shoulders, 2 hips. Both arms, especially the upstage arm, visible in your prep for your en dedans pirouette. Up, up, close front, and it finishes. So this again is working on coordination of use of the head while the legs and feet are doing what they're doing on the lower half. We are using our head and our focus in our upper body also. So, first is en dehors, right and left, and then reversing en dedans, right and left. En dehors, we're looking away because we're closing our tendu back in the 5th. Back, close, back, close, back, close, back. And then we look towards the tendu coming forward. So back it up if you need to see Antrasha Katra. So we're going to start croisé, and we prepare 5, 6, 7, 8. Now really be sure again, going back to the beginning of class, that your arms are lengthened, not too straight obviously, but we want to make sure that we're not shortening and drawing our arms up as we jump, and making ourselves smaller, but feeling the weight in the palms to keep those arms nice and long. So you have 8 Antrashikat on the croisé in place. Your head is, again, focuses out to the audience. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And then you're going to have 7 moving backwards on the diagonal. So the upstage, up to the upstage right corner. Let me scoot forward just so in case. Focus stays in place. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Royale to change other side. 8 in place. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 7 traveling backwards. 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. Roy out. Right, so again, thinking about the arms, where the focus is, and of course, working on those beats. Nice stretched feet and legs, and good demi-pliés between each jump with our heels on the floor, knees over our toes, and those pinky toes connected to the floor each time you land. So, right foot in front, croisé. Ready. So hopefully with that little rest in between, you were able to get reset and start on the second side and repeat it once through. As far as this week goes, I think that really the only exercise that I requested you send was the adagio here in the center floor. But if you're feeling extra savvy, you can also send along the do exercise in the center floor. I know I'm saying this after the fact, and you've probably already done it, which is fine. But you could go back and repeat it if you have the time. Otherwise, I would like to see the adagio. Really thinking in, again, this class focus was about focus of the head and the eyes. In our dancing as a whole, right? And coordinating those, the head and the eyes with our lower half of our body. So until next time, be well, keep working hard, and